Hello, it's day 28. Let's get to the mat. So today we're going to start with just deepening our Ujjayi breath again. So you can either have your hands on your body, one hand below the belly button, one hand above the belly button, or just have your attention below the belly button and have the wrists turned over the knees. So gently closing your eyes and start to make the slight sound to the breath just by gripping the glottis, or just closing off of the back of the nose or throat slightly, just to make that raspy, oceany sound. And maybe count on your exhale and see if you can copy that on the inhale. Remember, there are 4 parts to the breath: an inhale, a natural pause, an exhale, and a natural pause. Give yourself enough time to completely fill and empty the lungs. And then start to assist your exhale by drawing in the area below the belly button. See if you can hold that point and make a foundation for the inhale. So then the inhale expands into the diaphragm or the belly, the side ribs, and the rest of the chest. As you exhale, a slight release in the chest, but again focus on maintaining that connection or drawing back below the belly button a little more. Inhale, diaphragm, side ribs, rest of chest. Exhale, slight release in the chest, then focus on drawing in below the belly button. Hold that point. Inhale, diaphragm, side ribs, rest of chest. Exhale, slight release in the chest, drawing in. If you can gather the pelvic floor, it works intelligently with the lower abdominals. So the pelvic floor would be gathering to a held point as the lower abdominals draw back on that exhale. So just work for a few more breaths on your own, but really try to just get a sense of the exhale is connecting us below the belly button, creating a foundation for the inhale to grow from. So we should be connected below the belly button and free and expansive above the belly button. Just a few more breaths. Remember, we want to try and use this breath all the way through practice. So get familiar with it in a seated position like this, and it makes it a lot easier when we're actually in the postures. And then pressing the palms together at the heart center, gently opening your eyes. Namaste. So coming onto all fours, and we'll do a little bit of cat-cow today. So breathing in, looking up, let the belly hang. Breathing out, looking down and round out the upper back. Make sure you've got enough distance between your hands and your knees. If you're too close, it's going to feel really pinchy. So probably better than too close, if you're not sure, would be a little further out. Otherwise, just have the arms stacked up, shoulder, elbow and wrist in a line. But you want to feel like you're able to go through your full range of motion without a sort of choked feeling in your back at all. So get the hands in a position where it feels like you're able to do that. And then coming back to a neutral position. Take your hands slightly further out in front now, toes tucked under, exhaling, pushing back into downward dog. And just feeling your way into that, middle finger straight ahead, thumbs pointing towards one another, pointer finger knuckle grounded on the hands, ball of the foot grounded out the back, parallel feet, and pulling the heels towards the floor. Then inhale, raise the heels, exhale, deep bend in the knees, step or jump the feet to the hands, feet together, inhale up halfway, exhale, deepen the forward bend, and then inhale, look forward, head up, chest up, coming all the way up, look up to the thumbs, exhaling back to standing. 3 rounds of salute to the sun B today. Exhale, sit down, inhale, coming up into chair pose. Exhale, fold yourself in half, clip onto the legs. Inhale, come up halfway, lift the heart. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, back to your high plank. Big breath in, exhale, push to lower. Inhale, use the breath to scoop you up into upward dog. And then exhale over the toes back into downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up behind. Exhale, big swing step, plant the foot, back heel down, and inhale, come up into warrior one. Hands can be together if you like. Exhale, brings the hands back to the floor, back to your high plank. Exhaling into low plank. Inhaling into upward dog, exhaling into downward dog. Inhale, lift that left leg, exhale, big swing step. So look where you're going, plant the foot, back heel grounds, and then inhale, come up. Exhale, bring the hands back to the floor again, back to high plank. exhaling into low plank, inhaling into upward dog, exhale back into downward dog. Just for a couple of breaths today. If you've got more time, you could work with 5 breaths traditionally in downward dog. Inhale, raise the heels. Exhale, deep bend in the knees. Step or jump the feet to the hands. Feet together, inhale up halfway. Exhale, deepen the forward bend. And then look forward, back into our imaginary chair pose. And then exhaling back to standing. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, sit down into chair pose. Exhale, fold yourself in half, clip onto the legs. Inhale, come up halfway, lift the heart. Exhale, strong hands back to your high plank. Big breath in. Exhale, push to lower. Remember, if you come to the floor, flip the feet, bring the hands to the waist. Before you inhale, come up into upward dog. And then exhale over the toes back into downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up behind. Look to the hands as you do that big swing step. Back heel down and then inhaling, coming up. Hips and chest are square to the front. Exhale, hands back to the floor, back to your high plank. Exhaling into low plank. Inhaling into upward dog. Exhale back into downward dog. Inhale, lift that left leg. Exhale, look to the hands as you do that big swing step. Back heel down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands back to the floor again. Back to your high plank. Exhaling into low plank. Inhaling into upward dog. Exhale back into downward dog. And again, just a couple of breaths. And then inhale, raise the heels. Exhale, deep bend in the knees. Step or jump the feet to the hands. Feet together, inhale up halfway. Exhale, deepen the forward bend. And then inhale back into chair pose. You can have hands together as long as the shoulders don't pinch. And then exhaling back to standing. Last one, exhale, sit down. Inhale, swing the arms up over the head. Exhale, fold yourself in half, clip on. Inhale, come up halfway, super lift the heart. Exhale, strong hands, push through the heels, big breath in. Exhale, push to lower. Inhale, scoops you back up. And then exhaling back into downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up behind. Exhale, big swing step. Back heel down and then inhale, come up. So again, you can have hands together here or apart. Exhale, bring the hands back to the floor, back to high plank, exhaling into low plank, inhaling into upward dog, exhale back into downward dog, inhale, lift that left leg, exhale, big swing step, back heel down, inhale, come up. So if the shoulders pinch, keep the hands apart. Exhale, hands back to the floor, back to high plank, exhaling into low plank, inhaling into upward dog, exhale back into downward dog. Couple of breaths again. And then inhale, raise the heels. Exhale, deep bend in the knees. Step or jump the feet together. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, deepen the forward bend. And then back, finishing in chair pose. Before you exhale, push yourself back to standing. Okay, let's get down to the floor for our wide-legged forward bend. So, Upavishta Konasana, curl the toes back towards you. The first position here is just to take the hands behind and try and work your feet upright. And this is really about lengthening the spine more than how far we can get forward. If this feels okay, take the hands out in front. And again, just stay upright, keeping the heart lifted and the feet really, really active. But if this feels okay, then you can start to come into a forward bend with it. So I'd push down on the floor to get that lift through my heart. And then as I exhale, I just creep the fingers away. Push down on the floor as I inhale, get a lift through the heart. Exhale, just creep the fingers away. So just keep working like this, but make your focus the heart lifting and the side waist lengthening or the spine lengthening. Inhale, I push down on the floor, get that lift through the heart. Exhale, I creep my fingers away. If you get to the feet, then you would take the outside edge of the feet. In some ways it's easier because you can do a bow pulling action on the inhale and then exhaling, keeping it really, really long as you would come forward. So again, just make sure that you don't collapse. Keep looking forwards and really making sure that you deepen into the pose. Really the first thing that would get to the floor would be your pubic bone. It's that long a pose. Then wherever we are, inhaling, coming all the way back up again. Support the legs as they come back together, and it's time for Shavasana. So plant the feet, lower yourself down onto the floor, palms face the ceiling, stretch the legs away, have a bit of a sigh, and then just let the breath go. Give up the weight of the body to the floor. Just let the inhale and exhale come and go without control. So let the body find its own balance through the breath. See if you can maybe get to a point where you can't really tell where the floor begins and your hand ends. Each exhale, although you're not controlling it, it's just deepening your relaxation. Softening the face and the throat and the belly. Noticing the contrast between work and rest. Noticing the relaxation response. Maybe a soft, warm, comfortable feeling starts to spread through the body. And then slowly start to deepen the breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Have a bit of a stretch. Rolling onto your right hand side. And then coming back up to a seated position. So the is a whole spiritual practice in itself, but it serves a practical purpose at the end of the class. It's known to be quite physically grounding and quite mentally clearing. So it's kind of nice to do at the end of the class so you feel grounded and clear through the head. So bring your hands to the heart center, gently close your eyes. Clear your throat if you need to. Exhale all the old air. Taking a long breath in. And taking a moment just to dedicate your practice. Maybe today you can offer it up to all the teachers that have been in your life, formal teachers and people who've just come and gone and you've learned a lesson. And just offering gratitude and then gently opening your eyes. Namaste.